Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Between the Uprights, your favorite NFL podcast where we pull no punches and we're not stabbing people and body slaying them down to the ground. We'll get that in a few minutes. So welcome in, everybody. Make sure to go to our YouTube page, which you're on right now, like and subscribe our content. We love our subscribers that come in and like our stuff, especially on Instagram, where we have all kinds of clips, betting slips, and fantasy do's and don'ts. We've got a great show for you tonight. I'm excited for this show because there's so much weird news going on this weekend and just funny stuff that I was excited for this show because of just the funny stuff that happened in week 5 coming into this. So yeah, we've got a lot to cover, man. How are you guys tonight? It's Wednesday, hump day.
I'm good. I'm okay. I'm recovered from Sunday.
I know. And we'll get into that too.
Yeah, I'm good
with your team. Don't worry. We'll get right in. And you, Nikki, I know you picked against the Giants last week. So how's that going for you?
Yeah, I mean, that clip did well. Your faces really sold it. The shock, that was like a great moment. It's been rough, covering the Jets and Giants. This was, it's been rough. And this week was particularly brutal. So
it's just going to get worse and worse for you. You know that, right?
I'm aware, and social media is just getting worse. It's funny. The more negative I am, the more the following goes up, right? And the audience. But then the teams get mad at me. So it's like,
I would say any press is good press. And if they want to hate on what we're saying, because most of the time we're pretty spot on, I'm fine with that. So.
Well, when we get to the picks, I don't know if you know this, but we have a new fan and he could not wait to tell me, send me a DM. And so I didn't even count our stuff yet. And he said, "Oh, went to your pick. You guys had a bad week this week." I'm like, what about last week? We all went like 11-5. You couldn't wait to tell me how bad we were this week.
It's only when we're doing bad they have to chime in. So maybe we should be bad every single week, and then they just keep chiming in. So
yeah. Good press, bad press. It's all press. It's all
press. Exactly.
Yeah,
so all right, well, let's get right into it. We'll go to the Monday night's game, where the Jacksonville Jaguars, I would say, just upset the Kansas City Chiefs. The game was won on this nice little ditty of a play with Trevor Lawrence just being a dog, not backing down, going in there and just scoring the winning touchdown for the Jacksonville
what a
Jaguars.
JV football looking play, man. Fall twice, get up, roll to the left, and score.
I love it when he threw the touchdown and the fireworks went off, because that's like a poster to me. That's awesome right there. So what were your guys' thoughts on the Jags game against the Chiefs? Because it just seems like the Chiefs have not been the Chiefs we've seen. I mean, the Chiefs have been kind of mediocre lately. They haven't really been playing like themselves. Are the Chiefs mediocre or bad, or are the Jags kind of good this year? They are now part of that 4-1 club, which we will talk about in just a few minutes. So are the Jags good, or are the Chiefs just kind of mediocre this year? I pose this question to you both.
I feel like the Chiefs are just not good this year. And I don't know if you guys saw, I reposted, was it FanDuel had their list of like MVP quarterbacks, and like Daniel, like on pace, whatever. And Daniel Jones is like number 10 or 11. And I retweeted it just for like, I never thought I'd see that. But Pat Mahomes is on there pretty high, and everybody's commenting like, why is he on there? Right?
I agree with that too. He is not.
Let's see what number he is.
He's not playing at the level we're like usually seeing him at. And I know they've had injuries and everything.
Number 2, they have him at.
Really?
So it's not to derail, but so it's Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, Matt Stafford, Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, and then Daniel Jones is number 10.
I don't agree with that list.
No.
Baker should be number 1. Baker should be number 1 or number 2 on that list.
I was impressed with him last week. I was impressed with him last week, but I don't know about number 1 though.
Look, Mahomes at number 2, I would maybe drop him down a few spots, maybe 6 or 7 in that conversation, because just the level of playing that he didn't have a great game on Monday. He looked off. Like, it just wasn't the same. I mean, he was running more than he was passing, which is, I think he had 66 total rushing yards in that game. So he's been using his legs a lot more often. He's been like the number one running back on that team, which is wild. But I want to get to the Jags part. The Jags, brand new coach, brand new culture. Duval, 4-1 Duval with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I had every expectation for the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the Jags. I had a nice parlay going. That was busted.
Here we go.
I was busted because the stupid Jags beat the Kansas City Chiefs. So were you guys shocked that the Jags played this well against the Chiefs, or were you just kind of, okay, maybe the Chiefs aren't that great this year?
I just think the Jags were competitive. You know what I mean? And I think, it's a perfect storm. I think the Chiefs have no identity, is in my opinion, this season. They just truly don't have a matchup. And I think and I hate to say it like this, but they've completely said, hey, Pat, this is the game plan, but whatever you can do to do it, just go ahead and do it. But that Pat Mahomes magic is like wearing a little thin this year, right? Mm-hmm. You don't have, I don't know, he's picking up first down stuff, but it's just not there. So if I'm Andy Reid, if I was an NFL coach, that'd be great. But if I'm Andy Reid, I'm going to slow everything back down. Let's establish a run game. Let's go ahead and complete these passes. Let's get a couple, let's get Kelsey going a little early. And then let's see where we're at in the second quarter, halftime, of where the matchup's at, and see if we got to really turn it on. You really don't have, you really don't have a passing game. It's just Mahomes throwing to people.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's not really effective. And I don't know how they get by every year with that O-line, but he gets by with the O-line every year. And I'm looking at Joe Burrow running for his life, and I'm like, don't you wish you had his legs? But, his legs is what's saving him, but it's not helping this year. He's going to have to sit in that pocket and try to deliver footballs.
Do you think they could turn it around when Rashee Rice comes back, which I think is in the next couple of weeks? Maybe not this week, but week 7 he comes back.
Yeah. Maybe. It's what was it last year or the year before where we all were looking at the Chiefs and we're like, what the hell's going on and what are they doing? And then, boom, a bye week happens, and then all of a sudden they look like the Chiefs of the old, and now they're establishing drives and they're not relying on the big play, and everybody's doing their part, even on special teams. I'm expecting for something like that to happen this year. I'm hoping, because I'm giving them credit because they're the Chiefs.
Right.
But I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's starting to show its colors a little bit. Kelsey, to me, is the most amazing tight end. I will give him all the flowers. I really love how he plays.
He's done.
But you're not getting open like you used to, right? Well, he's old, but Kelsey likes to improvise during the route and not run what's open or run what's going on. And I think it's hurting the team, because if you watch the games, and I don't know how in-depth you guys watch it, but when you watch games, he's in the same area as a drag route, a corner route, and you're drawing another defender over. And I'm thinking, okay, he's been there too long to just blow plays. So are you just improvising, hoping that Pat is reading your mind because you have that great relationship, but you're hindering. Now you got receivers that are running, but you're hindering it. He's got to hold the ball longer. He's got to take off, and now we got to figure something out. You know what I mean? Like it's a combination of things. It's like, clean this shit up, and I think you can clean up in a bye week. I think you can clean up not having to prepare for teams so much. Something needs to be cleared up. They need to sit down and, okay, what do we do well? You know what I mean? Let's throw this crap out. What do we do well? Because I don't know what the identity of the Chiefs are right now.
I mean, what they do well is they do a lot of they used to be a ground and pound team, but they were airing it out like crazy. And that's what they're known for, because Mahomes has got a cannon out of an arm. So
sure.
I think maybe it's because of the level of talent he's got to work around him in the wide receiver room right now isn't that great. So that's probably why, they haven't aired it out like used to, because that whole game was, I would say, you can correct me if I'm wrong, the way you watch games is different from the way I do it. It was more like 65% run based than it was passing.
Yeah, of course. And I'm thinking they're trying to establish it now.
Yeah.
That's what, you know what I'm saying? But now I was looking at the Jaguars, I'm sitting going, okay, what's your identity? Because you were airing it out just last week.
Yep.
You were trying to throw every bomb. Now you're trying to run, and I think you're playing in the hands of the Jaguars. They're like, oh, God, thank you for running. So now you don't want to do that. And then when you do take chances down the field, he's in the wrong spot. He's running. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Chiefs. Somebody's got to yell at these guys.
You just did. People listen to this show. You know why? You know what they gave us for media food this week? Pigs in a blanket.
Pigs in a blanket.
Shut up.
Yeah. In a pretzel. In a pretzel. You guys told me croissant. It was in a pretzel.
Well, okay, so hold on. So
someone's listening.
She said you lied to me.
There's two variations you can do pigs in the blanket. You can
Man, don't do
you
this
can
for
put
another
them
10
in
minutes.
a pretzel, like a pretzel casing, but then you can also put them in a puff pastry / croissant, like paste, roll up too. So you can do
Where
both.
were you? Where were you that you got pigs in a blanket? For real?
MetLife. I was covering the Jets and Cowboys game, and also virtually the Giants game. And so when they served lunch to the media, and I got up to see what it was, and I didn't want any of it, but it was chicken fingers, waffle fries, and pigs in a blanket.
Yo,
Nikki,
somebody's trolling.
Next time you are there, you got to take a picture of it.
Yeah.
You have to take a picture of it.
Okay.
Yo, somebody's trolling you. Somebody's
I know they're watching. They know that we're smart.
They know, like, look, Nikki's coming. They mentioned pigs in the blanket on their show. We got to.
She doesn't like it. Let's put this. Let's put 50.
But it was definitely pretzels were around.
Okay. Well, you can do puff pastries around the like the hot dogs to make them a pig in a blanket. Yeah. So
that's all. Oh, it's not awesome. I'm sorry, Nikki.
No, it's definitely awesome. You should have taken pictures.
So. Well, the last week was chicken nuggets, tater tots, and mac and cheese. So.
Oof.
Which, if you go to Chick-fil-A, order a grilled chicken nuggets, waffle fries, put it on a plate, put the grilled chicken nuggets with the mac and cheese, Chick-fil-A sauce.
All together. Boom.
You're welcome.
Chick-fil-A is gross. All right. We could save that for an off-season debate. Right.
But I think we should make a poll for that. You know what? Next week, when you're covering the team, they're going to have Chick-fil-A in there for you.
You're welcome, Nikki. I just helped. See? See, now they know you don't like Chick-fil-A.
Great. I don't even like Chick-fil-A. I don't.
Well,
this is
they're
going to
put it in the press box.
Can't even have a salad.
They're gonna put it in the press box. They'll have like one salad, but they'll have Chick-fil-A like stuff on the salad. So
honestly, if when I go back and there's Chick-fil-A little nuggets, we gotta find out who's watching. Who the
you gotta say there's a troll. That's awesome.
I'm telling you, it's an insider with one of the teams that doesn't like you and goes, all right, well, this
week, like some intern or something. You know what I mean?
That could be a lot of people. There's a lot of people that don't like me.
Nikki, Jags wise, are the Jags legit? Do you think they are a legit team after beating the Chiefs?
I think so. I think you have to start giving them a little credit here. You know,
Duval.
Have you guys been to the stadium or no? I just assume because you live in Florida. That's like asking me, like, well, do you go to the local?
No, I've been to Jacksonville maybe twice. I haven't been to that stadium, but I heard it's kind of the only good part of it's got that pool like near the scoreboard, and people can just kind of hang out in the pool and swim in it and stuff like that, which is kind of gross. Yeah, kind of gross.
Push you out a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, okay.
You got to start giving them, some credit. This is a debate I keep having with the Giants fans about new coaching and culture, and for some reason they're dumb and they just don't tie anything to culture and coaching. And bad team, you can only blame the players so much, right? So I think you have to start giving them a little bit of credit. And if you guys could give me a clip where you say, yeah, Nikki, look, years after bad technique and miscues is on coaching, that would be great. But it's like people don't give that any credit. And I think that you have to look at the Jags and say, okay, something's working here.
Yeah, I mean, they did get Liam Cohen from the Bucs last year, and he did bring some Bucs personnel with him there as well. So I think that helps with the culture building of that building, and then bringing in a lot of great players too as well. And I know Shad Khan he's all in on this team too as well. So this could be a resurgence of Trevor Lawrence, who the past couple of years, I mean, he's been injured. He hasn't looked so well, especially with Urban Meyer when was coaching for that awful season. So I think
you remember that? Wow.
Oh yeah. It's the talk of the town.
Oh, for you, yeah,
down here. But I think with Liam Cohen in there, I think what he did with Baker last year too is having Baker Mayfield and the Bucs have a great season too as well. I think with him there, he's really nurturing Trevor Lawrence going forward. So look, time will tell. He's at 4-1 right now. He's an elite company right now with the rest of the 4-1 teams. So we'll see. I mean, as a Bucs fan, I'd like to see Liam Cohen just crash and burn because of the way he left us. But you know what? Good for Trevor Lawrence.
Like a scorned lover over there or something.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to Mike McDaniel's watch week. It is now week 6. To Mike McDaniel's watch week 6. Raul, I'm gonna
just you got the floor, Raul.
I'm gonna let you take this one because it's the way he walked into that tunnel after the game after losing to the Panthers was it. I don't know if this might age me. Is the sad piano theme song from the Hulk where it goes da na na na.
Yeah, he's like having his thumb out.
Yeah, that reminds me of that when he was walking through the tunnel. So we're on watch week 6. Do you think he's going to survive another week?
We're gonna. I'm gonna tell you what. It was embarrassing for the Carolina.
We're going single. We're going single with you. Here we go.
It was embarrassing, especially watching. If you're a Carolina Panthers fan, God bless you. Okay, but you know what your team is. Okay, they're not the greatest. Yes, you beat the Dolphins. Okay, we're not the greatest, but they had 400 plus yards. Carolina to our 248. Tua threw. I think he was 22 for. I want to say 20 or 22 for 28 or something like that with 3 touchdowns. Or I'm sorry, 27-36. There it is. So I mean, Mike McDaniel has a team that they don't believe in him. You know what I mean? You're not a coach no more. You are now in a I don't know, a standing intern. You know what I mean? Like you're just holding the job till we get rid of you. We'll know if Mike McDaniel is on the cuff to get fired when he benches Tua. Does that make sense? His loyalty to Tua, it lets me know, okay, he still has a job.
Okay.
They haven't had a conversation yet. You know what I mean?
When would that conversation be at, though? When is that conversation?
Yeah, like what? Like at what point?
I always said if he loses 3-4 more in a row, he's done. So like we're talking, was it week 6? Yeah, by week 8-9, now we know, okay, you're done. Like there's no coming back from this. You can't recover your season. You're 1-4 right now, so we don't know what you're gonna. We don't know what you have. You know what I mean?
Guys are playing the Chargers this week. Now, granted, the Chargers have lost twice in the past couple of weeks and haven't looked good, but they still are the Chargers. So
Chargers can send their third string team. We're gonna.
I just want to know what is his deal with the press conferences. Like Miami has cooked this man. I mean, the press conferences. What is it?
He's mumbling and ranting, just incoherent statements.
It's weird. Word salad. Like, what is going on?
There's certain things, and you guys know this, right? You guys know football. There's certain things you want to see from your head coach, even your quarterback. You want to handle the press room with confidence. You lost the game. Hey, coach, let's talk about the game. Hey, hats off to them. They were the better team today. Some things we had to clean up. We definitely will get back to it. I felt that we were competitive in the game. There's a couple calls that we could have on our side that we could have did better, and we will be better. Boom, kill it. It's just normal press stuff that you're supposed to say. This whole, the best thing we right now do, we're competitive. Like it sounds ridiculous. And it started. I never liked him when they decided to put him in there, and I never liked especially the Hard Knocks when they showed how he handles his room with the guys and their meetings and stuff. It's like, I got to suit up and I got to, this is a game of gladiators and bullies. We don't have a gladiator bully leading us right now. Even Bill Belichick, you fear that man. As quiet, you fear him. You know what I mean? You look at Mike McDaniel like, nope. I mean,
him and his capri pants.
Capri pants, his Starbucks cups, like it's sickening. It's sickening, man.
Starbucks is sickening.
Yeah, we gave the keys to, like I said, we gave the keys to a Ferrari to somebody that just doesn't know what to do with it. You know what I mean? And maybe he need 5-10 plus years when he gets some more experience on his belt, he'll know how to handle these situations. But this is what you get when you get a young coach.
Well, I think after this experience with the Dolphins, he's gonna get scooped up as an OC somewhere. He's gonna get an offensive coordinator job like that. So he's not gonna be out of the job for long, like being a coach. So
just what's the guy from the 49ers defensive?
Robert Saleh.
Right, wasn't great as a head coach, but damn, can he call a defense, right? So when his concentration is just on what he knows, what he can do, how to get better, and he doesn't have everything else circling, okay, you're good. And I said it, Mike McDaniel, you're just not that guy to wear 2 hats. Give up the hat. If you want to be a head coach, give up the play calling to somebody else who's going to be 125% involved in it. You know what I mean? Like Andy Reid did for those years. And then, give your input. Hey, I think this will be a good situation. Oh, he's a head coach. You got to call that play. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We don't have that, man.
Will he survive one more week, though? Is he going to survive week 6?
It's the Chargers.
Yeah.
No Tyreek Hill.
It was so happy.
Yes, it was so happy, as we said last week.
I think he survived. Well, shit, I think he survived. If Miami is scoreless at halftime, they don't bench Tua and coming out the third quarter. If they don't bench him, he'll be fired by Monday.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. It's one of those games. It has to happen like that. where he's refusing to do it. And even the owner's like, yo, I've told you if you don't do it, you're going to be fired.
So if they're not competitive, he's gone.
He's gone, man.
Okay.
He's gone. That's what's the only reason he's squeaking by is because look at the score, 27-24. Oh, well, if we picked up that third down, we could have did this and that. Well, that's what's saving his job. The Chargers will be a good little, okay, if it's 21-3 at halftime and Tua's 3 interceptions, he's looking loopy again, and you still haven't benched him to put somebody else in, then we know that. You know what I mean?
Okay. So basically you're saying, and I agree with you, Hard Knocks ruins teams.
They do, but then they boost other teams because look at the Lions.
I know.
I was pumped up every week, you know what I mean, to play for this guy. And just a little side note, by the way, Dan Campbell was on staff at Miami Dolphins, by the way. We had these coaches. These coaches that now are head coaches having successful times, right? They're all having great success. Was at the Dolphins. So that's how we know how to evaluate talent.
Listen, Miami doesn't bother some people, but sometimes it just grabs a hold of you and won't let you go. And that's what it did to Mike McDaniels.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And the Cuban women will do that to you.
Too much partying at Live in Clevelander.
South Beach. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Nikki, can the Ravens save their season?
I mean, maybe.
That's not a confident.
I'm not confident in that. No,
that was a Raul answer.
Yeah, I know. Usually, I don't sit on the fence. I'm gonna. Lamar Jackson's out again.
He is questionable at this point, but they're saying he's going to be out for again this week. So
it was his hamstring, right?
Yeah, hamstring again, and then Snoop is starting this week. Not Cooper Rush. Snoop is. So
really?
They got their third string quarterback starting this week.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Ravens last week. Cooper did that bad, huh?
He did pretty bad, yeah. I mean, plus they've got 8 of their starting guys out too as well on the offensive and defensive side, and their starting quarterback is out too. So yeah, they're pretty banged up right now.
Yeah, the playbook doesn't look like it accommodates a guy like Cooper Rush.
No, it does not. He did well in Dallas, but now I didn't even know he was in Baltimore, and then he just looked like garbage.
I know. I had to look it up. It was like Cooper Rush. Oh, they're screwed. But they have Huntley, right? Did he come back?
Is Huntley there?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I thought he was coming back. Can they say they hit the skid? Can they save it? Yeah, I do think the Raven, if everybody comes back healthy, that's not saying with their current iteration that they can save their season. But if you were to say, is there a team that can, fight, claw, scratch their way back? I think you could say the Ravens could do that. Their defense is a really big concern. They are just giving up 40 points like it is nothing. I mean, that's a huge concern. But yeah, I guess, I mean, if everybody comes back, I'd give them a fighting chance. That they're one of those teams that they could be scrappy. They could do that, but Lamar has to score 40 points in order to even give them a shot. So, they can save it, but I'm not super confident in that.
Because, I mean, after this week, if you lose to the Rams, who are looking pretty good right now, you are now 1-5. And then, I mean, it's hard to come back from 1-5. It is definitely hard to come back. And my concern with the Ravens is just the health of everybody. Are you going to be able to get everybody back healthy to try and get back from 1-5 to at least be 500 by the halfway point, which is coming up in the next few weeks? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. We talked about this on our
fans are spoiled though. You guys see what they say on.
They're already calling for Harbaugh's head. They don't want him there anymore.
Come on, you guys are in contention every year. You're supposed to give us the Super Bowl we wanted. Nobody wanted Eagles Chiefs. Okay, they get right there every single year. And
I'll take Harbaugh.
I'll take.
You fire Harbaugh, bring him down.
Get rid of Brian Dable. We'll take him. It's just so funny. And all these fans are just like, oh, I'm done with this team. It's like, hold on. You've been a fan of a successful franchise for the most part for quite some time. They have a few bad years here and there. You have one down year and you're ready to throw in the towel. Please.
And Harbaugh is almost on the level of a Mike Tomlin coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's consistently competitive every year. He gives you a good product. You know, at least you guys don't have your favorite wide receiver being carted off saying, thank God. You know what I mean? You guys
thank God I lost.
Good, right?
Yeah, but it goes back to that question, though. Are they still circling the wagon, though? Remember what we talked about in the preseason show? Are they circling the wagon?
And I said that, and remember, how long do you last with Joe Burrow and Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson when you're not getting to what you want, and who do you blame for it? I don't know. Calling for hard balls is crazy. Those fans, you fans need to chill out. Hey, chill out. Calm down. Calm down. You have a great
Baltimore,
franchise.
you heard it here. Calm down.
Yeah.
I think their season could be salvageable because that division. I mean, right now you have the Steelers at 3-1. The Bengals aren't doing anything. The Browns are not.
What's the rest of their schedule, by the way? What's? I know they got the Rams, so this will be a tough one, right?
Yeah. So the rest of their schedule. Let's pull it up here real quick. So they got the Rams, the Bears. And then the Dolphins.
There it is. Don't worry, Ravens. You'll be back on top of the second.
I mean, their next
we'll
stretch.
Get back on track, no problem.
Okay. So here's their next stretch of games. So after the Rams game, it looks pretty good. If you get Lamar back for the Bears game, you got the Bears, the Dolphins, the Vikings, the Browns, Jets, and Bengals.
Oh, they can.
Well, is there a bye week in between there?
Their bye week. Is their bye week? Hold on.
It has to be soon, maybe not soon, maybe later in the season. Because I'm saying if you get a bye week, then you can get Lamar even healthier.
Yeah, it looks like their bye week is later on. Yeah, it might be later on because I don't see it on here.
Because ideally, if you play the Rams, you have a bye week. You get to that Bears, Miami, Minnesota. You said Cleveland.
Yeah.
Well then, it might be salvageable. It might be salvageable.
It could be because that stretch of games you're looking at team. I mean, maybe the Vikings might give you a tough test, but Raul, the Dolphins, the Browns, and Jets, and Bengals.
Hey man, you're okay. Don't worry, you didn't hurt my feelings.
Okay. Although Joe Flacco's on the Bengals now, so it might give them a chance. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, if Joe Burrow's running for his life, good luck. No needs Joe Flacco.
God, 40-year-old Joe Flacco behind that O-line for the Bengals. He's gonna die.
I'm audibling every play.
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to.
He's gonna die.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a question we could pose up on Instagram. Is the season salvageable for them? Because I like the Ravens. I like them they're a great team, especially with Lamar. But starting out 1-4, it's not Lamar-like. It's not the Ravens-like. So,
but is it the offense? I mean, you're putting up 40 points, 30 points. He's doing it you defense can't cover anybody if they had a blanket. True. Like, what are you guys doing? Who do you blame? You know what I mean? That's the problem with fans. Like, it's this guy's fault. No, let's talk about the other side of the ball. Lamar's getting all the slack, but Lamar and them were putting 40.
You could say it is personnel because, look, I know I'm going to be a homer on this. Look at the Bucs. The Bucs have a ton of injuries on both sides, and they're playing good football. Ravens had the same issue. Obviously, their quarterback is out, which makes a huge difference when it comes to the offensive play. But the defense has been the biggest thing with all those guys out. Is it personnel, though? Is it personnel when you're having – look, it should be – this, Raul. It's the next man up when it comes to guys being injured. So if they're next man up or not that great, then that's a coaching – that's a GM problem. If you're not drafting the right guys.
Thank you. I am so glad we are talking about this because I think it can go. No, it can. I've been screaming this from the rooftops. Look at a team like the Giants, right? If you've got the same people like Darius Slayton, all he does is drop the ball, right? If you have the same problems over and over and over again, like the Giants secondary is horrible, missed tackles, confused, don't understand the assignments, penalty after penalty, unprepared. And so everyone's coming at me. Actually, I got called a dipshit for this. And they're like, they're like, you're a dipshit. You don't know anything about football. It's all on the players. And I'm like, I think a one-off game could say like the players had a bad game, but consistently year after year, week after week, like you have the most penalties, like you're just like your head's not in the game, you're running the wrong route. Like you're giving up all these points, you can't get a turnover. It's like that to me, that's coaching. Coaching has to take some responsibility here.
Is this a new DC for the Ravens, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? So is it his style of football? That's the shit I hate. So the style of football that that we know the Ravens to be, right? There you go. It's the new I'm gonna tell the DC, hey, listen, not a problem. Play call, but let's play call from 2024's defense, 2023. Let's be a little bit more aggressive. Play man when you have to. Two-man cover. Cover forward sometimes. Disguise your blitz. Let's do some of that stuff because that's not what the Ravens are doing at all, and it looks basic. So I don't know. I agree with you, Nikki. I mean, you got to start with the GM and figure out what's going on here because I don't think it's Harbaugh. Well, Harbaugh's got to make the choice. Hey, man, this ain't fucking working. Like this is you're giving up 40. We're putting up 40. There's a problem. There's a problem. Get somebody to punt for Christ's sake.
But don't the coaches sign off on these guys? You know
they do. And sometimes styles makes fights. But if this guy doesn't understand the evaluation of his players, right? Then like there's the guy from Fort. I keep messing his name.
Robert Saleh.
Robert Saleh. If Robert Saleh is the defense coordinator of the Ravens, you think they play like that?
No, hell no. Hell no.
With that talent, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's a little different, man. I don't know. The DC better tighten up.
So you think it's more coaching for the Ravens than players?
GM wise, I never for the Ravens I'm talking about. I never really thought they pull bad players. You know what I mean? Or make those. I just think like when you watch a game of them, they are sitting back and letting teams do anything they want to them. You know, where that's not a Ray Lewis look like defense or know which I know you don't have those players, but the scheme, the Terrell Suggs scheme, like let's go. Hamilton has been limited to one side of the field. They don't let him roam and do what he was doing last year. I don't know why. So that to me is a coaching thing. That part is a coaching.
So the over-under on that game is 45.5.
What?
Which I think could hit the over on that.
Sure.
The way Stafford's slinging the ball. So.
Sure. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
All right. Who is the best 4-1 team?
Oh, good call.
Yes, it's a very good call. So we've got the Buffalo Bills, the Indianapolis Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars, Philadelphia Eagles, Detroit Lions, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and San Francisco 49ers. These Pittsburgh Steelers don't really count. They're at 3-1, but those teams are at 4-1 right now. Which ones are pretenders? Which ones are contenders?
That's a good question, man.
Kind of feel like, well, I don't know. Given tomorrow night's game, I feel like Philly could be a pretender right now.
Okay.
Really? Why? I'm sorry. Why is that?
I feel like they have a little bit of dysfunction going on over there. And sometimes if you don't get a handle on that dysfunction now, I think, and we'll get into it, I think they'll be feeling good by, tomorrow night. But I think there's a lot of divaness going on. Like when that starts, and wide receivers are going to be divas. But when that all starts and that like the toxicity and that starts like eating away in the locker room, I think I could see them unraveling, if they hit the skid for a few weeks.
It was reported the other day that Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, and Saquon did have a private dinner to talk things out. So that might be.
That's not good. You always know when like the players are doing their little pod meetings or player meetings.
Yeah, but that could be like the dinner they had. Maybe they hashed things out. Everything's going good. I think the report was they talked about how they need to like be gelling in the offense and they need to score more points. So, I mean, that's a step in the right direction. But anytime Philly loses, I'm happy about it. It's like Christmas Day.
You don't want them to go a step in the right direction.
No, hell no. I don't want them to do that.
AFC wise, I'll say Bills are for real. Colts are for real. I think they're for sure. So those two teams are, if it was to end today and you had an AFC championship, I think it's those two.
Okay.
I think it's those two. NFC wise, I disagree. I think Philly is still for real. And I think the super Detroit Lions are for real. Someone's got to prove me wrong with Detroit Lions.
What about the Bucs?
I like the Bucs. You're in a division that you can probably win with, a player's kids.
Yeah, I know. Like Tom Warner can win this division. Like,
but have you seen how they've won their games? It's no quit. It's the dog mentality, man.
So how long does that last?
It's gonna last all season.
What's your schedule coming up?
Let's take a look at the Bucs season coming up.
He knows. Look at that grin. He knows.
Yeah, we know.
No, he memorized it. Well, let's pretend we're going to pull it up.
Tattooed on his leg.
All right, so hush you two. All right, we've got the 49ers, the Lions, Saints, Patriots, Bills, and then Rams coming up. So besides the Saints, pretty tough. The Patriots have actually been playing pretty well the past couple of weeks. So I would say out of all those teams, the Saints are going to be the pretty easiest ones to play.
So you have San Francisco, Detroit, New Orleans,
then New England, and then Buffalo.
When's your bye week?
I don't know why ESPN doesn't have it listed here where that bye week is. Weird.
No, I'm big on the bye week because you You can always heal up, get some more. That's a good week to get.
They
some
do
more
need to heal up
going.
because they've got so many injuries right now. But Irvin's hurt. Like a lot of their guys are hurt, especially on the defensive side too. And Mike Evans is still hurt. So you got your two biggest playmakers, Irving and Evans, hurt, and you're
get
still
a lot of recovery time, man. That's
think about it when those two come back. Those guys could offense is going to be insane.
When are they supposed to come back?
Evans is supposed to come back, I think, next week, and then Irving will come back the week 2 weeks after that.
The week of San Francisco or the week of Detroit?
Week of Detroit.
Well, that's huge. That's pretty big.
Which I know the Detroit Lions have had two of their corners out right now for a few weeks. So
San Francisco and Detroit will be tough. New Orleans, I think you go straight through. If you get into a bye week, you have to play New England, which that's a tricky game because you never know how Vrabel's going to play you.
Yep.
And you have Buffalo, Rams, and then I guess that's it, right? That's what you said. Like that's pretty tough, man.
See?
That's a tough schedule.
See, it's not a cupcake schedule.
No, it's not. So if you come out of those 6 games 4-2, the Bucks are for real.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
They're not for real 4-1 right now?
4-1, but I mean,
you're for real. The Bucks
you beat up the Seahawks. That was a good game, but you beat up Atlanta. You beat up a Houston Texans team, and we
had to come back though. We had to come back in those games.
That's what I was going to tell you.
And
that's
the Jets
what I was going to say.
And the Jets.
That's what I was going to say. You're not beating the crap out of teams you should have, like Atlanta, Houston, and New York. You should have won by 2+ touchdowns. Like it should have been.
Is a W on any given Sunday.
There we go. See, that's like a Vin Diesel line. It doesn't matter about the car. It's all about family.
It's all
about family. Like I get it, but
you're going to be tested. You know, now the real test kicks in with these teams.
Right.
I think San Francisco is going to be that first test. Like
for sure.
Even though they've got Mac Jones starting, like Mac Jones has been playing like holy shit.
I would like to see you guys. I would like to see it fully loaded though. That way, you know what I mean? Okay. Like it's hard to. Even if you lose to Frisco, it's like okay, you lost, but you don't have Evans. You don't have. You know what I mean? Like, do you really count that as like, oh, we got to try? Because I would like to see that. That's what I was asking. When does he come back? Okay, if it's beneath the bye week, oh, this is gonna be great. You know what I mean?
No, I get you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is a new segment that after this weekend's weirdness of stories and funny stuff that's happened in the week, we did a good week, bad week. And we'll go around saying who had a good week and then who had a bad week. And Nikki, you're going to go first. Who had a good week? Who had a bad week in the NFL?
Well, my bad week is for all of New York. It's just been a bad week. I don't care. Pick a sport, everybody. Pick a sport, any sport, preseason, in season, doesn't matter. It's a bad week. And you know, Buffalo fans like to say they're the only team in New York that the Jets and the Giants don't count because they play here in New Jersey and their training facilities are here in New Jersey. So, okay, you guys lost. So just a bad week for New York teams. But I mean, the Bills aren't a bad team, but the Jets and the Giants, it's brutal. It's like really rough to sit there and watch these teams and cover it. And it's not getting better. That's the thing. There's no improvement. Things aren't getting necessarily better. And it's like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. So I would say all of New York has kind of had a rough week. And thus how the content creators and media who have to cover it. My good week is to Drake May, who, did the Patriots, find their franchise quarterback. I mean, wasn't sure about him at first, right? It was a little iffy, but he has thrown for 1,261 yards through 5 games.
Yeah, give him a few weeks with look, I know he started off kind of slow, but now you got Josh McDaniels as your OC. Like once you have that aha moment, you're going to be kind of playing like Tom Brady. So not to level with Tom Brady yet, but he's going to be playing good. So I think what they're doing in New England, it's like almost like a rebirth with Vrabel as the head coach.
And we said that on our preseason show that we think will. But I feel like it's like what you said. All of a sudden, it seems to have clicked, and sometimes we see teams do that. It takes 4 or 5 weeks, and they click. So I thought Drake May's on the trending up.
Okay, Raul.
For me, good week. I'll go good. Well, bad. I hate the damn Dolphins, but the good week, and I'm excited to say. I hate to say it, but I'm excited to say it. Is the Colts, man. It was a very good week for Jonathan Taylor. 3 touchdowns, 17 carries. Daniel Jones, it doesn't even look like the same guy. I have to eat my words.
I know.
It doesn't even 20 for 29, 2 touchdowns. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid in Indy. So, I mean, they had 317 total yards. They were 6 for 6 in the red zone. Like, they had a really good week team-wise. I can't even say individual. I mean, even though Jonathan Taylor scored 3, whatever the case is. Bad week, I'm going to have to say the Chiefs.
Okay.
I'm going to say Chiefs just because I know Jacksonville looks like they're playing well and they're doing it, but God damn it. You're not supposed to lose that game, especially to a guy that trips twice on the floor and gets up.
You're not going to get over this until next week.
Chris Jones looked like he was in another world. I don't know what he was thinking. He just looked lost.
I really think he saw him go down. He's like, oh, he's down. Game over. Like, he didn't even think that he would get back up.
Yeah.
And take off.
That had to be it. That had to be it.
Because whole D-line was like, oh, shit. There he goes. So, Chiefs, I think, had a bad week. They got to pull it together.
Okay. Good week. I'm going to say I'll be a homer on this. I'll say Emeka Egbuka.
Good call, though.
Leading all rookies right now in receiving. He's probably going to be, if he trends this way for the rest of the season, he's going to be the rookie of the year for offense. Had a great game against the Seahawks. 7 receptions, 163 yards, 1 touchdown. Dude's playing out of his mind and has lived up to everything that was expected of him being drafted in the first round for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bad week. I've got 2 bad weeks for this one. I'm surprised either of you said this. Mark Sanchez had a terrible week.
He had a real bad week.
Real bad week. Which when the story came,
Jerry Jones thumbs up, or we want to
when the story came out that he got stabbed, everybody I was like, oh man, Mark Sanchez got stabbed, and then all of a sudden the story got even like weirder and weirder, and then you see the footage of him walking down the street with blood stain on his shirt while he's walking down the street. It's like, dude, how much blow are you on in Indianapolis? What is going on?
Oh, a lot. It has to be a lot.
Hey, I have to be honest with you. When that report came out and they were like, Mark Sanchez got stabbed, I was like, the butt fumble guy? Like, are you serious? Yeah. Like, and he was the aggressor. Like, are we talking about the same guy? I literally saw his face hit.
Body slams a 69-year-old truck driver just because of a parking spot.
Right. And
you're right. Yeah, as the details were trickling out, because it came out on Sunday, right? Because I think I was driving back from MetLife, and I'm like sitting in traffic, and the alerts are. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. And you get home, like, wait, what? Like, what's going on here?
That's a good call. Yeah, he had a shitty week.
Well, I also have another one, and this one cost me a 76-yard touchdown run on my fantasy team. Is Mr. DeMarcado? Let's just play this real quick.
First down, DeMarcado off to the races.
This guy,
20-10 touchdown.
Dumbass. Yeah.
I mean, why?
Dumbass.
Why?
I just don't understand it.
Boy, that's going to be close. Oh my goodness! Boy, he extended it with his hands a little bit. Did Sneed's trying to say that he got the ball out?
Yeah.
That's the epitome of when you, like, I coach football. That's the epitome of saying, run through the line, don't pull up. This is wins and losses. That's like you echo it, you see it, and they still do it.
That cost me a touchdown, a 76-yard touchdown in fantasy.
So it
was so beautiful.
I had a bad week.
The bad week was Evan.
Bad week was me. So.
You and Mark Sanchez. Damn.
Yes. Jesus.
What a week.
Yeah. All right, let's get into our Thursday night preview. The Philadelphia Eagles. Look, we have to cover everything around here. So the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be playing Nikki's New York Football Giants. Nikki, I'm going to let you take this matchup away. So you have.
I really don't. I mean, I just really don't. I don't have much. I don't have much to say. You know, it's getting like I feel like I'm like drunk on the Giants. Like it's just too much. I'm immersed in it way too much, right? And so, I mean, this is again double coverage for me because I also have to do the Eagles, and so it's like. Okay,
do you think it'll be a competitive game though?
No.
Okay.
I don't. I really don't. Darius Slayton's out. The Giants wide receiver room is, I don't know. You guys could suit up. I mean, honestly, like there's just, I don't know. I mean, so we'll lean on Cam Scadaboo. I don't know, but he gets going. They take him out and put Singletary in. It's like, what are you doing? So it starts working, and then they stop doing it. Like secondary, it's so questionable. It's Thursday night. Like it's just. I think MetLife is going to be filled with Eagles fans. The Eagles are pissed that they lost. Now they had the dinner. Kumbaya. I don't know. I just don't see this being very competitive, and I don't know. Brian Dable makes it through the rest of the week.
Okay.
Really? Wow. Yeah.
I think Nikki summed up Thursday Night Football. So
for sure.
It's bleak here. It's just
I've got a 3-leg parlay for that game on Thursday night. I've got Saquon Barkley over 15.5 receiving yards, Devonta Smith over 4.5 receptions, and then Jalen Hurts to score over 1.5 touchdowns.
Saquon 15 yards receiving?
Over 15 yards.
Over, okay.
Yeah. And then Devonta over 4.5, and then Jalen Hurts to score 2 touchdowns.
Also, Saquon's documentary drops tomorrow. We've been seeing little snippets. He's got sand in his vagina. Like, it's just a lot.
Wasn't one of the segments where he said Mara said no to a trade back in like 2022 or 23? Yeah. He's got some major
he's got a this is a sore spot for me because I got
but why come out with this documentary? You had 2,000 yards, you won a Super Bowl. Why? Just why?
Because the intent was him coming back from his injury, the ACL, and then I think Hard Knocks was in play, and then all of this played out. So we get to relive this again, and now he's saying, "Oh, I would have signed for $10 million." Well, you turned down like 13 twice. So, and then it was, well, I don't like the way the Giants operate, which I understand, but there's like a whole background story to some of this stuff. But I'll be interested I'm going to watch it and see.
Okay. So we're all picking the Eagles on Thursday Night Football, correct?
Yep.
All right. Let's get into it. Nikki, what do we got for prop bets this week on Bet I'm Blonde?
Well, the Giants-Eagles, 42. I'm going to go under. I don't think this is like the highest scoring game. Both offenses are like kind of slow. And red zone, the Giants, I don't know. They can't really always score. Sometimes Philly has an issue. I just don't think it's going to be this like crazy, high scoring game. I do like Tampa Bay to cover the 2.5. San Fran's pretty banged up. I like the Rams and the 7.5 against the Ravens.
I love that.
Patriots Saints. I'm going to take the over at 46.5.
Okay.
I like David Montgomery, 10 plus receiving yards against a banged up Dallas defense. And I like Zach Ertz over 29.5 receiving yards. The Ravens have given up the second most yards to tight ends. So
okay. Remember to bet responsibly. If you got a problem, call 1-800. Whatever the dumb numbers are out there. I'm sure there's a lot.
Well, Evan, he'll direct you in the. Don't call him. We'll give you a 13.
I'll drag you in my hell that it is now for betting. Just don't call me. Don't call me. All right, Raul, what do we got for fantasy starts and sits for this week?
So it was. I love that the fact that you had the good bad week. I was going to give you props here for your Baker, but I knew you probably were going to say it anyway. I want to give props to Ashton Genty. I liked how he played for the Raiders. 21 carries, 138 yards. So if you still have him, keep going. You mentioned your other receiver, and I chop
Emeka
Ibuka, right? Oh, there we go. See, he did great. AJ Barner, tight ends for Seattle. He looked pretty good for you guys when he played against you. I thought that was a pretty good little sleeper there. Speaking of my little sleepers, does anybody know the running back Rico
Dowdle? Yes.
Dowdle. Rico Dowdle. Listen, I didn't really think he was going to be for real. I mean, I know I saw, but he exploded 206 scrimmage yards or whatever it was. He looked pretty good. Trey Tucker looked okay to me. And your boy Sam Darnold was okay. I thought he was all right. So those are my little sleepers for the night. The last one I'm going to give you, because I got it right here for you. Your receivers / flex guys. Be careful this week. Week 6, I don't know if you guys know this in NFL, is the week of the flex guys. Be careful who you place in there. Really look at your matchups because they still matter. Start receivers against a weaker secondary if you have them. Do not be prideful. Week 6, you start turning in your fantasy teams, in your fantasy league, and a lot of people hit the panic button, and everything starts turning more and more and more. So be careful. This is the Week 6 wide receiver flex. So be careful. That's my disclaimer, along with betting properly.
Okay.
Betting
All right,
properly, responsibly, and all of that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into week 6 of the NFL. I've got a surprise for you. We got some background music. Here we go. You guys.
It's such a great sound, isn't it?
And it's not copyright version too. It's kind of like the different version of it too. Yeah, it's like a remix of it, so we won't get barred on YouTube.
We won't get yanked. I like that.
All right, let's get in.
You guys want you want our standings?
Yeah, let's do standings before we do picks. Yeah.
Okay, so Evan, you and I went 5-9 last week. We tied. I thought I had one up on you because I took the Giants, but I took Seattle and you took the Bucks, or I think that's what we did. Yeah.
Okay.
On then Raul, you went 4-10 on the season. Evan and I are tied 48-30. Raul's at 45-33. So
week 5 was weird, man.
It was bad.
It was weird. It was a weird week.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of like one of those divisions, like the old school NFC East, where just beat each other up all season. Yeah.
I like that. All right, let's get right into it. We are in week 6. Let's go Denver at New York. Oh, wait, that's not. Yeah, it is week 6. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, Denver at New York. Sorry about that. I'm going Broncos.
Same here. Yep.
All right, Arizona coming off a embarrassing loss last week is headed into the 4-1 Indianapolis Colts. Who do we got? Colts all the way. Yeah.
I mean, who would Daniel? I'm going with Daniel. I can't believe I'm saying that.
All right, Daniel Jones and the Colts. The Los Angeles Chargers, who haven't been really looking good lately, are going into Miami to face your Dolphins rival. So, what do we got?
13U Pop Warner team is going to take care of my Miami Dolphins. I'm going Chargers.
All right, I'm going Chargers too as well. All right, Chargers across the board. New England goes into New Orleans. I think this might be a trap game for the Patriots.
For the Patriots?
Yeah, but I'm going Pats anyways. So
yeah, I'm going Patriots too. I don't know. Maybe New Orleans can do something. I doubt it, but we'll see.
This one, I know the Pats are looking good, but like the Saints could just play well. You know what I mean? So I'm still going Patriots though. What do you got, Nikki?
I feel like if you think it's a trap game, you've got to go all in. I went all in on it last week.
Okay. All right.
No, I don't think it's a trap game.
All right. We've got a divisional matchup where the Cleveland Browns are headed into Pittsburgh. Who do we got?
The Steelers.
Might change my pick on this.
I just did the graphics, so you better tell me.
Right.
No, I'll stay with the Steelers on this one. I'll go Steelers.
Let me get my Canva up and I'll make the adjustments.
As soon as he says it, you're like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus shit.
Christ.
No, I'll stay with the Steelers on this one. All right. Steelers all the way?
Yep.
All right. Dallas is headed into Carolina. These are like shitty matchups.
These are
really is nothing really exciting, man.
Nothing exciting. Yeah.
I'll go Cowboys on this.
Same here.
All right, this is an interesting matchup. The Jacksonville Jaguars coming off their Monday Night Football win against the Chiefs. They are hosting the Seattle Seahawks, who just went toe-to-toe with the Bucks. Shootout of that game. They put up a lot of points. They could have won that game, but they did not. Who do we got in this tasty matchup?
Tasty. That's a good word.
It's not tasty matchup.
Tasty matchup.
I have the Seahawks in this one.
Yeah, I got Seahawks too. All right.
They put up a lot of points, man. I do too.
Yeah, this one could have been a marquee matchup if Lamar Jackson and everybody else was healthy. The Rams are headed into Baltimore to play the Ravens. I'm going Rams on this one, and they're going to hit the over on that game, which is 45.5.
Yeah, they're going to take
Yeah, for sure. I thought Cooper Rush was going to start, but the other guy doesn't sound any better.
Snoop, third stringer. All right, Tennessee coming off their victory last week, their first victory with Cam Ward as their quarterback. Sorry,
Cam Newton.
Not Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Tennessee's headed into Las Vegas to visit the Raiders. Who do we got?
I think the Raiders on this one.
Man, Geno's got to cut down on those interceptions, man. He really does.
I'm gonna go with my guy Cam. We've had a very good college football experience, but I just don't trust Geno.
Okay. All right. Cincinnati. Now the Joe Flacco led Cincinnati Bengals, who is going to be starting this week against the Green Bay Packers. Now remember, last time the Packers played a Joe Flacco led team, who won?
Yeah, that's a good point.
The Browns won, led by Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's going to play the Green Bay Packers. So Could it happen twice?
No. I'll take Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Green Bay, and the only reason I say that is because at Cleveland he had a better defensive line to help him get back on the field, and I think the offensive line at Cleveland is better than Cincinnati.
I agree too as well. I'm going with the Packers. All right, this one could be a very good matchup too as well. The San Francisco Giants are coming into Florida to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who do we got?
I'll take the Bucs.
I'll take the Bucs too as well. I think this one will be a very good game.
Yeah.
This will be a very good game.
Banged up, but yeah.
Bucs and who again?
What?
Bucs and who?
The Niners. I think it's going to be a good game.
I'm taking Niners.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm
All right, a little different. All right.
I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hate these Tampa fans. You know, I get beat
what?
up.
What about
tell them.
They get mad at me when you're in Tampa. How can you go to these Tampa? It's not a heart thing, man. I'm just looking at the team right now. 49.
Do you know what the look of disappointment I have to look at my daughter when she puts on her Dolphin shirt every single Sunday?
Hey, she's a
Dolphins fan? Oh.
Yes. I mean, she's a good person.
She is a good person.
Bad choice of football team, but she's a good person.
Yes, I agree. So,
because the colors, right? Had to be the colors.
I think it is for the colors too.
For sure. It's fish. It's a fish.
All right. The matinee matchup for Sunday night is the Detroit Lions visiting the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ooh, Detroit on this one.
Yeah, I like Dan Campbell, man. I gotta go with Dan.
Yeah, I'm going with Detroit too as well. Unless Kansas City can pick it up. Detroit all the way. All right, the first of the two Monday night matchups, Buffalo going into Atlanta to face the Falcons.
Buffalo.
I
hate these doubleheader Monday nights.
I love it, man. I love it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I can't flip fast enough.
And what's good about
commercial the other one.
What's good about this is they're an hour apart. So if you have YouTube TV, you can do split screen. You can do multi-view.
No, we did not get paid for that, everybody. This is just
we did not get sponsored by YouTube TV. So, but hey, YouTube TV, what's up?
Feel free. Feel free to reach out to us.
And we've got the Bears heading into Washington.
I'll take the Commanders.
Yeah, I'm with Nikki. Commanders.
Did I put Commanders as my pick?
You did. We all did, yeah. Are you changing it?
Did you already make the graphic?
I can check. I didn't post it.
You know what? I'll go Bears.
You're going to go Bears?
Just to be a little spicy, I'll go Bears.
Okay. All right. I like some spice. That's fine.
I'm making this poor. She's working overtime here, man.
I know. It's all right.
Jesus. She's
all
over
right,
here.
Those are our picks for week
Is that
6?
the only changes, everybody? Last final call.
That's the only change.
Okay.
Only change for me.
You're just trying to get the one game up on me. I understand.
Hey, I have to be strategic here. So.
Yeah.
Good call.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Between the Uprights. Of course, we will be back Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube page, which you need to go to, subscribe, and hit that notification bell when new episodes drop every single week on Wednesday. We will see you guys next week. Enjoy your football week starting tomorrow with the Eagles and the Giants. Bet responsibly and win some money. So we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.